हेलो दोस्तों, आप सभी का स्वागत है आज की वीडियो में। आज का हमारा क्वेश्चन है 185 प्लस के टू द होल रूट क्यूब माइनस 185 माइनस के टू द होल रूट क्यूब इज इक्वल टू 4 एंड वी हैव टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ के फ्रॉम दिस इक्वेशन। लेट्स सॉल्व दिस इक्वेशन। एट फर्स्ट वी लेट m इज इक्वल टू 185 प्लस के होल रूट क्यूब, okay, and same as we take n is equal to 185 minus k to the whole root cube. If is m cube is equal to 185 plus k, and the same as for n is equal to n cube is equal to 185 minus k. Okay. If we just put the value of m and n in the above equation, we get m minus n is equal to 4, and this is equation number 1. Okay. Now we just add the m cube plus n cube term. So n cube plus n cube is equal to 185 plus k for n cube, and the for n cube 185 minus k. Here now k will be cancelled out since the one is a positive sign and the another one is a negative sign. So the result is m cube plus n cube is equal to 185 plus 185 is 370. So now we have to elaborate the formula for m cube plus n cube, which is m plus n, m square minus mn plus n square is equal to 370. Okay. Now we have to apply the second formula to from this another term. So we can take minus 2mn plus m is plus n square, and for just multiply plus mn is equal to 370. If we subtract mn from this minus 2mn, so we get minus mn. Okay. Now if we just view this m square minus 2mn plus n square, it will be a m minus n whole square formula. Okay, just we put it here, plus mn is equal to 370. Now in this line we have the value of m minus n, which is equal to 4. Just put it here in this equation. So it will be 4 square plus mn is equal to 370. M plus n, 4 square is 16 plus mn is equal to 370. Now just open the second bracket, which is 16 plus mn. So it will multiply from m plus n for all two terms. So it will be 16 m plus n plus mn m plus n is equal to 370, and which is equation number 2. Now we all know that the equation which is a plus b whole square minus of a minus b whole square, a plus b whole square minus of a minus b whole square is equal to 4ab. Now we can just take this equation in the term of m or n. Okay, so it will be m plus n whole square minus of m minus n whole square is equal to 4mn. Here we have only the value of m minus n, so just put it here. The value of m minus n is equation 4. Just put it here, 4 square is equal to 4mn. From here in this equation we have to find the value for m into n. Okay, so just divide from 4 to both side. So the result is m plus n whole square divided by 4 minus 4 is equal to m into n, and which is equation number 3. Just put it as equation number 3. Now we have to put the value for mn in here, equation number 2. We get the result is 16m plus n plus the curly braces m plus n whole square divided by 4 minus 4. It is replaced for the m in mn, and the m plus n is equal to 370. Now just simplify the above equation. We get, we have just multiply m plus n to the both term of in the bracket. So we get m plus n whole cube divided by 4 minus 4 into m plus n is equal to 370. Just we have to open the curly braces. Now we have to subtract this term, and as we see here, the 16 m plus n is in the positive and the 4 m plus n in the negative sign. So the result is 12 m plus n plus m cube is equal divided by 4 is equal to 370. Now we have to free this m plus n cube term from this denominator. So we have to multiply 4 from both sides to the equation, above equation. So we get 12 into 4 m plus n whole cube, and this 4 will be cancelled out for the 4, and there is equal to 320 into 4. Now m plus n whole cube and 12 into 4 is 48, m plus n is equal to 370. If we just multiply 370 from 4, we get 1480. Now m plus n whole cube plus 48 m plus n, and we have to take 1480 in this left side, so it will be appeared in the negative sign, is equal to 0. Now m plus 1 n whole cube plus 48 m plus n, and we have to just separate this 1480 into two terms. So we have minus 1000 minus 480. If we just add these two terms, since both the term in the negative sign, so if we just add these two terms, we will get minus 1480. Now take m plus n whole cube plus 48 m plus n. If we just break it, the 1000 we can write it as 10 to the power cube minus 480 is equal to 0. So we have to take all the cube term aside, okay, to just break in the formula, and plus 48 m plus n minus 480 is equal to 0. Now this m plus n whole cube minus n whole cube, we can break in the formula of a cube minus b cube. The formula is a minus b, which will m plus n minus 10, and in the bracket a square plus ab plus b square. Okay, and all from these two terms, 48 m plus n minus 480, we can just take the common is 48. So the remaining is m plus n in the first term, and the second term is minus 10 is equal to 0. Now if we just look at here, we have two terms in which m plus n minus 10 is common. So we can take m plus n minus 10 to the common, and the rest is m plus n whole square minus 10 m plus n. 10 square we can write it as 100, and plus in the second term we have only plus 48 is equal to 0. Now this will be m plus n minus 10. Okay, this is the first term, and the second term is m plus n whole square plus 10 m plus n, and we can just add this 100 plus 48, so the result is 148 is equal to 0. Now we have two terms is equal to 0, so we can write it as the first term is equal to 0 and the second term is also is equal to 0. We have two equations, m plus n minus 10 is equal to 0, and the second equation is m plus n whole square plus 10 m plus n plus 148 is equal to 0. Now just let m plus n is equal to x. To simplify this equation, so just put the value of x in the above equation, we get x square plus 10x plus 148 is equal to 0. Now we have to apply the Sridhar formula here to get the value of x. Now here is a is equal to 1, b is equal to 10, c is equal to 148. So the formula is x is equal to minus 10 plus minus of under root minus b square, b square, which is 10 square minus 4ac. Here a is 1 and the c is 148, divided by 2a. 2 here a is 1. Now 10 square a will 100 minus 4 into 148, it will 592 divided by 2. So now here minus 10 plus minus of, if we just subtract 100 from minus 592, it will appear as minus 492 divided by 2, which is less than 0. So we have no real solution in this equation. Okay, so we have only one solution, which is m plus n minus 10 is equal to 0. So now here we can write it as m plus n is equal to 10. Okay, which is equation number 4, and we have a equation m minus n is equal to 4. So just add these two equation, m plus n is equal to 10 and m minus n is equal to 4 is in here. So we can write it as m plus n plus m minus n is equal to 10 plus 4. Just cancel out n since it's the opposite sign. So here 2m is equal to 10 plus 4 is 14. Now here m is equal to 7. If you just put the value of n in the above equation, which is m plus n is equal to 10, so we can just arrive the value of n is equal to 3. Now we have to recall the equation which is we let earlier for m and n. Okay, so we just let m cube is equal to 185 plus k, Just put the value of m, which is 7, in the equation. We can write it as 7 to the power cube is equal to 185 plus k. 7 cube, we can write the value of 343 is equal to 185 plus k. So now we can just take the value of k from here, which is 343 minus 185. If we just subtract 185 from 343, we can get 158, which is the value of k. Okay, now we can check also this value from the n, from the value of n, which is n is equal to 3. The value just we let in the starting of this equation, which is n cube is equal to 185 minus k. Just put the value of n, which is 3, in the above equation. So 3 to the power cube is equal to 27, 185 minus k. Now take the value of k, which is 185 minus 27. If we just subtract 27 from 185, we get 158, which is the value of k. Now we all see the both the equation, both the value of k from this 185